Welcome to our podcast, A Moment of Boba, where you get to come and join us as we share with one another about our life experiences.
I'm Kalina.
I'm pa.
And I'm Tina.
And I'm Finola, your host for today's episode. So, have you guys heard of White Day?
No.
Kind of, but I don't really know what it is.
Yeah, when I
same.
watch Korean dramas, they talk about it.
What do you guys know, like, at the top of your head, or what you remember, or, like, what was shown in the Korean dramas?
Is it where the girl confesses? Or, like, gives the guy chocolates?
Isn't it the other way around? It's the guy who gives it.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a Valentine's type of thing.
Well, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about White Day. So according to Forbes.com, White Day is actually the invention of a small candy shop by a guy named, I'm going to like try to say his name. If I say it wrong, I'm so sorry. Ishimaru Mansaido. In Japan in the 1970s. So apparently like back then, for Valentine's Day kind of like started being celebrated in Japan in like 1960s, but like only women were the ones who were giving like chocolates and candy to men. And so in this women's magazine, the CEO for the company, he saw a letter that a woman wrote and was like, it's not really fair that men get chocolate from women on Valentine's Day, but they don't return the favor. Why don't they give us something? A handkerchief, candy, even marshmallows. And so in response to that, that's how White Day was invented, basically. And so it started off with a candy company or candy shop, and they actually named it Marshmallow Day. And that was how White Day happened. But like later on, it changed to White Day because marshmallows are white. So in order to kind of like remember the origin, that's how White Day started. So it was really interesting. And I was like, marshmallow? I was reading the article and I'm like, you're okay with getting marshmallow? I personally don't. Like, I like marshmallow, but, like, as just to eat for fun, I don't really like it.
Yeah, because thinking about it, you know the peep candies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those.
I'm not either.
Yeah, so.
I remember, I think it was for Valentine's Day, or it was for, like, my crush at the time's birthday. I was like, you know what, Peeps are, at that time, it was, like, very popular.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let me get him some. And I was like, why don't I try it first? So I ate the candies I bought for him. And it was horrible. It was so bad. I just threw it away. I was like, I'll just get him Skittles. But marshmallows, I think they're more of just like s'mores.
Yeah,
for me.
I like them for camping. Other than that, I don't want it.
Because I'm like, I can't eat it by itself. If I were to eat a Peeps candy, it's just like one, and then after that, I'm like, ugh, like, it tastes gross after.
Or like, even when we do the Chubby Bunny challenge, like, you just end up spitting all of it out anyways.
Yeah. Oh, man. Tina, what about you? Do you like marshmallows?
Personally, I like it burnt. When we do it for a campfire. Like, I don't have the patience to make it toasty brown, so I just burn it. And it tastes the same. So, like, it's fine. But, yeah, for, for White Day, nah. Wait, so this was created by a guy so that women can give men candy?
So Valentine's Day is when women usually gives men the candy. So White Day is the men returning back that favor. So it's the men that are buying chocolates and giving it to
the woman.
Yeah.
But that's just so interesting because like on Valentine's Day, like how we see it, it's like both sides of the party gives it to the other person. But for them, it was like just the woman giving it.
Yeah, I think that's why when Finn asked us what White Day was, I saw it the other way around, because here I usually see like the guys giving the gifts, or like it's more expected, like, oh, my boyfriend should give me a gift because it's Valentine's Day, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also, so there was I don't remember if it's the same article. I think it was from Forbes. But it also said that like in the most recent years, White Day has become less popular, because women, like the tradition of buying chocolate and giving it to someone you like it's just become more tedious, and so fewer women are giving chocolate, and so because of that, men are less likely to participate in White Day. So like if they aren't receiving chocolate, then they're not gonna give chocolate to anyone. So that was like really interesting. So I was like,
Okay.
oh, so if I don't give anybody chocolates on Valentine's Day, no one's gonna give me chocolates on White Day.
That's so like petty, shady. Like, well, okay, I don't even see the purpose of White Day, because like, I mean, like, I guess for us Americans, like Valentine's Day, yeah, like what Pang said, like, or not just even that, like we're just very what's the word? I was gonna say we're very equality, but that doesn't make sense. It's like both sides put effort into giving their partner gifts or chocolate or whatever it is, and for them to be like, well, if I'm not getting any, I'm not gonna give any. I'm like, you can give it to your friends, but I guess not.
Yeah, also that's like the thing. I think in Asian countries, I think it's more like if you like somebody that you give it to them, because that's what it seemed like when I was reading in the articles. And it's also interesting too because there's actually so like on, I can't remember if it was White Day or Valentine's Day or both days, but like it depends on what kind of candy or treat you give them, and they actually kind of mean something. So like according to this website, it's called matcha-jp.com. Like if you give somebody cookies, it means that let's remain friends. So I think I'm like assuming that like if a girl gave you chocolates on Valentine's Day, then on White Day you would give them cookies if you just want to be friends.
That's so sad.
That would hurt.
Wait, when is White Day? Is it also in February?
Yeah. I forgot to. Yeah, so White Day is a month after Valentine's Day.
So they're gonna have to wait a whole month just to know their answer? Oh, here, I have romantic feelings for you. Okay, wait a month. I'll tell you how I feel. What? That makes no sense.
And apparently, like, hard candy or just candy means that they like you. And marshmallows is like love or hate.
Hate?
What?
Yeah.
It's either or?
That's like gonna give mixed signals.
It does.
Interesting.
So it's
Well,
particularly chocolate covered and marshmallow were said to stand for the girl's feelings. So the girl's feelings is covered in chocolate, returned covered in pure love, and that's the marshmallows. So if it's a covered chocolate, then it means that they like them. And this is more recently due to the fact that marshmallows melt and dissolve, they are being passed out with the meaning of "I dislike you." That's kind of like, so in essence, marshmallows might be something to avoid on White Day. So that's kind of like, technically, it means that you don't like them at all.
But isn't didn't you just say White Day was originally called Marshmallow Day or something?
Yeah,
What
that's
the
kind
heck?
of funny. So according to this article, like the marshmallows represent the girl's love for the guy, I think. Or no, it just represents love in general. And then the chocolate is the girl's feelings. And so because marshmallow melts, then it basically means that's kind of like a bad meaning because it's like
my feelings for you are non-existent.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter.
So rude.
Oh my goodness.
That's kind of sad.
They call Minnesotans passive aggressive. My goodness.
Wow.
What the heck?
Yeah, because I remember in the beginning of this article, it's like, be careful what you give on White Day because they have meanings. I'm like, whoa.
I always thought it's just giving something cute to the person you like.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Also, like it also depends. I think this goes for like Valentine's Day too. Depending on what kind of gift you give them, depends also like your relationship. So like chocolates or candy is kind of like for your crush, and then if you're in a relationship, it's kind of like a step further than that, with like jewelry or clothing kind of gifts. So I kind of like, if you're in a relationship, then you should be expected to give essentially a more expensive gift, because like clothing, jewelry are more expensive than chocolate, and chocolates are for like your crushes.
Asians are so materialistic.
But
the
also
heck?
you see this a lot in like animes and K-dramas.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the really popular dude who he always has like the stack of like chocolate on his
Yeah.
desk.
Mm,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, because then like
Oh! I was just like, they gonna have diabetes. Why they do that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I get it
Yeah.
now.
I don't know like where it comes from though. Like I wonder why. Like maybe it's just a thing. Like just because candy is it's less expensive and it's just easier to buy.
Because
which
I
is
think
why
because I
girls
feel like
gift it.
students will probably participate in that more than adults, or maybe adults do participate. I don't know.
I feel like. Oh yeah, go on.
Oh no, because I was just gonna say like if it's like candy and stuff, then it would be cheaper for students to buy because they don't have any money.
That's what I thought at first too, and then when I think back to the like slice of life animes that I watch or the like mangas that I read, the girl, at least for the girl side, I don't know about the guy side, but the girl is always like, I want to show him my love by like making this for him. So that like they keep saying that. So I think that's why it's mainly like cookies and chocolates, whereas candies, you can't make candies unless you're like a shop. So I think that's why they're more common in my head.
Now that I think about it, because like there's some shows that they're like, oh yeah, I'm making chocolate for this day, and it's just like
Yeah.
okay, but then like in the end the chocolate tastes terrible.
Yep.
Oh, that
Also, it kind of makes sense that girls would give guys things on Valentine's Day, because usually, like in a lot of like anime or K-dramas, it's like the girls are often the first one to make the move, which is really interesting. Because like if you like a guy, then you write him a letter, give him a cute chocolate candy, and then like he would accept it or like reject you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Now that I think about it, like all the dramas I've watched, the girl always goes up to the guy and it's like, "Oh, I like you," but then like the guy is like too cool and he's like, "Oh, I don't like you."
Oh my gosh. Literally.
Again, I see no point in all of this, because like, why would you make something with your heart and he rejects it? Like oh no, I don't want to go through that, because like if he don't like me, like if you just see him and you like him, then you make him something from your heart, but then he doesn't even know you and he rejects you. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Oh.
But I guess because this is coming off from like dramas that I watch, like usually for that situation though, it's usually with like the more popular guy. You know what I mean? Where it's like the cocky, popular main dude of the drama, and like all the girls in school, like for some reason they're like a whole bunch of other nice guys in the school, but like everybody likes that one dude.
I feel like it's like, in a way, a chance for you to get noticed, because then Valentine's Day is a whole month before White Day, so it's like you have a whole month, and maybe like hopefully you, out of all the people that gave him like candy, maybe you'll be the one that gets a response from him.
But then
I don't know, maybe that's how they do it.
I don't, cause then, cause what if the dude likes one person back? Like he can't tell that he likes her right away, and he has to wait a month, or would he just not care? And then when it's White Day, he'll just gift it to her.
I don't know. I feel like they never gift anything back. It's like either here, like he just gives it to his friends to eat.
True.
Yeah. Man, nope. If I have to compete with other girls, like it's not worth it, and it's not worth it if I have to wait a whole month.
But
yeah,
Tina,
I was gonna say, like, how would you feel
he,
waiting for a whole month?
I know, but I was like, what if he likes you back?
Yeah,
you never know.
No. I don't know.
I mean, I guess if he like really likes you, then he would.
Yeah, if he really likes me, he would tell me and I wouldn't have to wait a whole month. Or he would just be like, oh, like, he would reject the gifts from other girls, like right away.
True.
I don't know why, but when I think of it, like obviously like how Kyle was saying, I just think of it like the Korean drama, the anime mindset.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like, this is like pushing it for anime, but like what if, like, you know, when you go to see your idols, you bring them little gifts to see if like oh, I hope they remember that I'm the one that gave them this, like. It, like, I don't know, maybe that's what's going through their minds when they give it to the super popular guy, like, oh, like, I hope he remembers me. Because I feel like the girls, the way they act in the animes and stuff, they don't really, it doesn't look like they want a response. Like, they just want to see how he reacts when they give it to him or something.
Or they just want to, like, give him something, you know, without anything in return. Because, you know, they give it and then they all go away all giddy and, like, laughing, you know?
Even their, like, friends would give it to, like, the guy, too. So I feel like if you and your friends give it to the same guy, maybe it's not, like, you want a relationship. Because, like, why would you do that with your friends?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's not where I'm from, so.
I guess it could work as like, oh, I admire you, so here's a gift I want to give you.
Yeah. It's very interesting that, because I feel like now for some people in the US, you just give, like what Tina said, you just give to whoever you want to. But like just if you're in an Asian country, like it's more most of the time it's someone that you like that you give. So
I mean, I guess they make a lot of money because Valentine's Day buy gifts, and then White Day buy more gifts.
But that's only, that's only if a girl gives you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I feel like now, because women are becoming more like independent and like I can live without a man, which is a reason why I feel like they probably don't give guys gift anymore, because like it's whatever, Valentine's Day I can hang out with my girls and don't need to give a guy a gift.
This reminds me of like this TikTok that I saw. It was like I think it was from a TV show or something, and one of the characters was like, or yeah, I don't know, but I think it was a TV show. I don't know, but in it, the dialogue was like, "Did you know behind every great man or every man there's like a strong woman?" And the other woman is like, "Oh, I wouldn't know. I never stood behind a man." And like she is like all successful by herself. She has all these pictures of her traveling, of her work, and yeah, I was just like, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've heard of that. I've definitely heard of that.
I saw it on Instagram because I don't have a TikTok.
it might have been from Instagram too, whichever platform, but yeah.
Do you think guys would be like really intimidated by someone who's successful?
Yeah.
Or the girl specifically?
Yeah.
I
yes.
would think so.
So do you guys think that if you were a very successful person and like a guy who wants to try to like get with you, do you think you would like give him a chance, or would you rather find somebody who is as successful as you are?
Wait, what? Wait, can you repeat that?
Yeah. So let's say like you're like one of those super successful independent women, and there's a guy trying to get with you, but he hasn't like reached to that level yet. Would you like give him a chance, or like find someone who's just as successful as you are?
I would give him a chance, but if he feels intimidated and is all prideful about his non-existent success compared to mine, then like, there's no chance there.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad to give him a chance, just like because he actually had the courage, or have the courage to go pursue you despite like you being more successful.
Yeah. The way I see it, if he's like, you can tell that he's like a hard-working man with like, dreams and goals, and it's just taking him longer to get there, then I would definitely give him a chance. But if it's someone who's like how Tina said, very prideful in whatever he does, and if he makes it like a competition, like, oh, one day I'm going to like be above you and stuff like that, or if he sees you as like a trophy wife in a way, then like that would be like a no-go. But I don't think like success really matters in a relationship, and just like the hardworking like types of personality traits I would like look over more.
Yeah, I was reminded of Crazy Rich Asians with what's her name, Astrid.
Oh,
Yeah, and her ex-husband, because she was more successful than him, and he was very,
Yeah. That was just so like is this really going on right now? Like, do people actually act like this when their significant other is more successful?
Yeah, but there are men who aren't like that. So not all men are like that, but yeah, I feel like this kind of just reminds me of what's that one thing? I lost my train of thought. What did you say?
Like just now?
Yeah.
Oh, like when I was watching the scene, I was kind of like, oh, there is actually some people out there who are jealous of their partner's success, and that's what kind of like ruins a relationship.
Oh,
is it that?
Yeah. Okay, I got it. It doesn't connect to that. It kind of goes back to where like that video where like, oh, I've never stood behind a man.
Oh yeah.
I feel like for me personally, I believe that the man should lead our relationship / family in the future, and that the woman should kind of like stay behind him, but there's also equality within that. You know what I mean? Like, he is the man. He is to lead our family, but he is not on top of me. You know, like there's equality. And I guess it kind of depends on like what situation it is too, I guess. But like at the end of the day, like the man is the lead. And I know most women probably won't agree with me, but that's just me personally.
Yeah, I know some people do see it like that, where the male, you could say, is like the head of household, but you guys both bring in an income, and like you have your own duties. Like I feel like you would kind of expect him to help support you guys, while you kind of support, if you have children, like support your children, so that he doesn't have to do like almost everything, while you just kind of like stay at home. So I see what you mean.
Yeah, I think in relationships you'll be able to find that like balance, like who's able to do what, and kind of help and support each other in that way.
Kind of like fill in each other's weaknesses, you know? That's how you can make balance
or like
out.
Or like if you're home early and you can cook first and like he can clean later, instead of like the woman doing all the cleaning and cooking, or like vice versa, like if he comes home first he can start cooking and she'll come home and she'll clean. But I think but just going back to White Day, something that I read that I thought was really nice was sometimes companies would have the men collect some money from men so they can gift the woman at their company. And I thought that was like really nice. I'm like, oh wow, like that's very thoughtful for the company to do that, because I feel like people just wouldn't care, but there's some companies in Asia would do that too.
Yeah. That reminds me of, was it last year when we did Galentine's with our church, the youth girls at our church, and like the guys, they came and they brought together lasagna, brought together, but they made lasagna together and brought it to share for the girls.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I think it's just like not just like showing love, but like more like appreciation to women in general, and just like we love you guys as like coworkers. And I think that was like a neat gesture from the men. Definitely. And I think guys should do that more often.
Hint, hint.
TJ, are you listening? Wait, that doesn't count because he already likes me. You know.
Well, TJ
Does
did
he
that to us.
though? Does he really?
Oh my god.
Don't be
Yeah.
shy, TJ. You can tell her the truth. I'm
What?
just kidding.
We're
I'm
supposed
just
to get
kidding.
married.
Yeah, they're engaged. They're happily engaged.
Tina's trying to ruin.
I'm just
Instigating over here.
Gosh.
Just
But,
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those gestures are very nice though, where
Mhm.
it's just friends, so you don't really expect much. But when they do something, it's like very, very sweet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like coworkers. So I was like an intern at this one organization, and I didn't know how to get the hot water started. I don't know, like I just couldn't, like I don't use those machines, so I don't know how to do
Oh.
some hot water. And so one of my guy coworkers came and he was like, "Oh, do you know how to use that?" Because he knew I was new, and I was like, "No," and then he just did it for me. And like ever since then, I think whenever I go in, the hot water is always ready. So
Aw.
yeah, so it's like very, very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Honestly, Hwan-Ying, you have all these like drama like moments in your life. What the
Seriously.
And how come none of them came true? How come
I'm
like a relationship didn't
saying.
come out?
For sure, this dude, he was like in his 50s. So,
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
but it is like a sweet moment that you're like, oh man, that only
Yeah.
happens in movies. But
Yeah. Also, like, just because you receive gift or someone like from the opposite gender does something nice for you, like, because sometimes people always end up thinking, oh, like they like you, and so they did that. Like, no, like sometimes people just want to be nice, want to appreciate, want to help you. That's why they do that. Like,
yeah,
sometimes people are just gonna be like, oh, are you sure? Like, what if they're trying to hit on you, or like, what if they're trying to like get you to fall for them?
I know sometimes like some guys would get like a lot of gifts and give it to some, but then he would like do a little certain thing for the one he likes. So it seems like it's like, oh no, it's just a general gesture, but
Yeah.
then it's actually like for that one
Yeah,
person.
hint, hint.
Mhm.
Oh,
It's like you give the one, like the really small Hershey candy to other girls, but then the girl that you like gets the whole
giant.
Hershey.
The king
Yeah,
size.
she gets the king size, while the others only get the mini ones.
wow,
That's funny.
Yeah, that's a good what is it? Analogy?
Now
Or-
example, yeah,
Yeah,
one
example.
of those.
Yeah. Wow, that's funny. But I've never had a guy. Well, actually,
Vanilla, you've received gifts.
okay, no. But like
Yeah.
just from like a
Kyle's
friend.
like, come on now.
From a friend. I think I did though, because last time when we were talking about Valentine's Day, and when they do those sales at school,
Oh.
I
Mm.
received a rose, like just as a friend though, because
A furrows. Furrows.
rose. Did I say what?
You said furrows.
Oh.
A rose, with a chocolate, and it was just a friendly gesture because it was a guy that I was in band with, and we were very close. And so in middle school, we would always during our advisory time, because sometimes we don't do anything. So then our teacher allows us to go to the band room to practice, and we didn't really practice or like practice and hung out most of the time. Just talked. And so there's this guy I was really close with, and I remember Valentine's Day, he was like one of those guys who gave me a rose that I didn't expect it to, and I knew he didn't have feelings for me, so I was just like, oh, nice.
Or did he?
Probably not. No.
None of my friends.
Oh, that's
did
sweet.
that.
only friend that I ever had that it did something nice to me, or me for me, but otherwise everybody else just Or I mean, like, I didn't really have a lot of guy friends too, so.
With all my guy friends, we just played jokes on each other, made fun of each other. We didn't give
Oh
each
my
other
gosh.
gifts.
Look at my friend TJ.
TJ, what did you give to that?
I know. What are you getting me?
wait, he gave you guys a gift on Finona's birthday?
Oh my gosh!
Remember
For
that?
Finn's birthday, he was like,
Oh,
"What's
yeah,
your
the
favorite
little gift
color?"
Oh wait,
bag.
Tina, didn't you
Yes.
get it, Tina? Because you didn't. You were
I did.
To go. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And he also gave me socks for Christmas. I jokingly
Aw.
said that
Oh,
TJ
yeah, he
should give
did.
me a gift, but he got me socks.
That's
And
it.
now my
That's
mom stole those
sweet.
socks, so I don't have them anymore.
He did give you gifts, just not on
Yeah.
like Valentine's Day, but like on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
I remember that. I remember we went shopping, and he's like, I'm gonna really give her socks. I'm like, okay.
Thanks, TJ.
Aw.
But yeah, white day. No.
Are you guys surprised to learn that girls are the like ones who give it on Valentine's Day, and men are like have to return that favor? Or do you guys think that like men, like, it doesn't matter if they receive something, that they should still give someone that they might like on White Day?
Yeah. I'm surprised because in Asia, like, everybody's just so conservative. Like, they don't really do much. So I'm surprised that the girls like do like initiate first. And also, like, yeah, it doesn't matter if like someone likes you or not, but like if you just care for someone, you should just give it to them if you want to.
Yeah, and that's something I hear a lot on, like, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, all that, where it's like, just because today is like Valentine's Day, that doesn't mean that you don't show love every other day. And so I feel like when what's his name again? Ishimura. I feel like when he created White Day, it was more of not an incentive, but just like a day where you can give a gift. So like on Valentine's Day, you're just like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I want to give a gift because this is the day we give gifts, So I feel like that's how they might have seen White Day, like, oh, it's White Day. Are you going to give someone something? And then they're like, oh yeah, it is White Day. Maybe I should, So because if they didn't have that day, then would men have ever given women any like gifts, even no matter if there's like feelings attached to it or not? But so, and it's pretty cool that it's made by I think Ishimura is a guy.
I think, yeah,
A Japanese guy.
Yeah.
So I think it's just one of those things where it's just, a date that is like an excuse to give out gifts if you want.
Here's like a little fun fact. There's actually also another day called Black Day.
Okay, I thought that was a thing.
And that happens April 14th. Is that?
Oh, that's like a whole month after White Day.
another month.
Yeah, and I think has to do with singles. I read very little about it because it's like there's a section in one of another different article that was like, if you're not giving, or if you didn't receive anything on Valentine's Day, if you're not giving anything on White Day, then on Black Day, you can go. I guess is where singles go out and celebrate and mourn the fact that they didn't have a partner.
They mourn.
But
what a way
but that's all that I read about because I didn't read more into it or like even research.
I know
because
when in one of the student organizations I was in for college, it was the what was it called? Oh, Global Student Club for us. We talked about it. Well, at least
really?
when we're talking about Valentine's Day around the world, and I've heard Black Day in Korea, and that's when all the single people go eat jjajangmyeon.
Oh yeah,
black bean noodles because they're lovely.
That'd be fun because I like black bean noodles. So
We should go do that. Well, I mean,
except for Nola. Except for Finola.
I have to sit out on that.
oh yeah.
I didn't even know there was like a Black Day.
I heard in another podcast that in Korea there's always something happening on the 14th.
Oh,
of each
that's
month.
Cool.
I mean, that's pretty true already because February is Valentine's Day. There's White Day and now Black Day. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah. That could be like a topic on its own. But I don't know if, do you know, Kalina, if is it only Korea that celebrates Black Day or like other Asian countries also celebrate?
I don't know because I've only heard it in Korea, but I haven't heard about anywhere else. There might
Isn't
be.
there like a, I don't know if it's like a holiday or if it's just something someone created, but like where it's like there's this day where you can go buy like coffee or cake and you can pour it onto your ex or something, or someone
Oh,
who hurt you or something.
what? I saw. I don't
never
know
heard
what.
that.
I don't know what, but I know there was a restaurant. I think it was
Yeah.
like China or something, right?
Oh,
Where like
Is it just a thing or is it a holiday?
Yeah.
I think it's just a thing that they do.
Oh,
'Cause it's like,
okay.
oh, like you'll buy this
Mm.
cake and give it to the person you like, and if you don't like it, then you can like throw like
Oh, you can come back, get free coffee, and pour it on them or something.
yeah, something like
What?
that.
Oh.
That's
Wait. Okay, so
another
you
level
buy
of pettiness.
you buy a cake and you give it to them, and if they don't like you,
Yeah, or like
Yeah,
you buy
yeah.
flowers and like give it to them, and then if they don't like you back, you can go grab a cake and like throw the cake at them for free.
Yeah,
my
cake or
gosh.
coffee. Yeah.
One or the other.
like,
That's
but how would you
insane.
know like that? Like, how did like the rest of people know?
Oh, you
know?
would just go and tell them. I think they just trust
They just-
people.
yeah, they just,
Yeah.
But
I mean, like,
Alright.
who wouldn't
I
want
wanna-
to pour coffee or cake on someone, you know?
Oh my gosh, that is
That's-
so crazy.
That's fun. I kind of want
It's
to
like
do that.
it's like you better like me, or I'm about to go throw some cake in your face.
Yeah.
But then,
Oh my
like, I
God.
feel like at the same time, you're gonna have to hunt down that person after
Yeah.
you like buy it,
Literally.
Oh my gosh.
and then you like bring them there, you know, to confess. And then he rejected me, and then they come out with the cake and
how did they get that idea? Just like personal experience, and they
I don't know.
That's-
Maybe they seen so
Only
many
in
broken
Asia.
hearts.
Wow. Do you know where is this specifically? Do you guys know?
Somewhere in China.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook.
That
I think.
is pretty funny, actually. Oh my goodness. But also, have you guys? Okay, this is kind of a little bit off topic, but like, have you guys ever seen like the most extravagant proposals or like little gifts that like they do? I think it was like in China, because I remember I don't remember when I was watching these videos, but there were just like a bunch of videos of, I think they were Chinese, and they would have very extra little events just to tell a girl that they like her, or like to propose, and like they would have like a trail of flowers and balloons, and like when they open up the trunk, the balloons come out and everything, and it's just like a lot, like very extra, a lot of things.
I thought that was only things that happened in movies. Because you know, like if you like watch movies, and then there are these guys who would like confess in an extravagant way, and then like the girlfriend is like not like the girlfriend, but like the friend that's a girl. It's kind of like, why would you do that? She's not gonna like that. Are you crazy? And the guy's like, no, she's gonna like it. And then the girl ends up, if she
Rejecting
likes,
him?
yeah, if she likes him, then she probably like it. But if she didn't, she's kind of like, what are you doing? Like, I don't like this
Oh my
attention.
gosh.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question, Nola, yes, I've seen those. And I've also seen like the very extra like engagement photo shoots or something that they do. And I've also seen like I guess it's like younger couples, I guess, where like it's all for TikTok. Like it's just a show. It's, but like where like two guys or two girls, like they're friends and they're walking, and then the friend like pushes her friend to the guy, and like he embraces her, and they're like, "Whoa, that was like such a coincidence. I love you." And I'm like,
What?
why would you do that? Like, what if the guy is a creep? What if the girl's a creep?
Oh
Oh
my
my gosh.
But then that would kind of be like, oh, it's probably for a show, because it was
Yeah, it
not-
definitely is, but like that's so weird.
Yeah, it is.
I remember back then they did a lot of like flash mobs, like
Oh,
promposals
yeah.
or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I love those.
There was so many of those, I remember, and they would always like dance, and all these like strangers would join in and dance, and it's fun to watch, I'll admit, but
I loved watching those, and like where they have posters, or like in like I still like these videos are in America, like American based, but like where they ask each other to homecoming or Sadie's or
Oh,
prom.
yeah.
And I'm like,
Sadie's.
oh, so cute. How come we don't don't do that anymore.
There was a show that I've seen. I think it was like called like Zoe's music playlist, Zoe's something playlist, and it's like a TV show where like this girl, she wants to go get an ultrasound, and like something happened, and so like sometimes she'll see people sing about their feelings in like a musical format. So she had a friend who liked her, and so he decided to confess to her through a flash mob, but she thought it was just something she was seeing that he was like, because you know how like she sees people sing out their feelings. So she thought she saw that when it was an actual flash mob.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty cool.
That's funny. That would, like, I can't imagine. Like, like, did she, like, ignore them? Or, like, did she...
She watches them.
Oh, she just watches them?
Yeah, and she's like, I don't, like, I have to help this person whenever they sing, like, a super sad song.
So then, did she find out that it was a flash mob?
I don't remember.
Oh, because I was like, if she could only see people's feelings through musicals, but then when it was a flash mob, if she's just kind of like, oh, okay, like, that's cool, and then just, leave. Or, wow. Well, everyone, thank you for listening in and taking time to be vulnerable with us. We hope you guys learned some new facts about White Day, because I know I did when I was looking this up. Let us know what you guys think about White Day and Black Day, and hopefully maybe might talk about that and see how people celebrate that. But please tune in into our next episode when it's up, and remember to follow A Moment of Boba for the latest on our lives. Until next time.